Look at that. I'm recording my own call today on a real computer, not on my phone. Been organized. And it's even my new, like I have an iMac I haven't used in a long time because it had some really bad, some kind of spyware had gotten into it. And so we haven't been able to use it. So finally using it. So I'm putting everything back on it. Oh, holy, what a pain in the butt. Like every login, everything is all over the place. So we're gonna have a quick meeting tonight. There's not a whole lot, there's not a lot to discuss, but we're gonna actually discuss a couple of things. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the future and what it looks like for us and where we're going and going forward. And I'm sure you guys my team has noticed that on this call, we have had other people join us, like Amanda and Crystal. They've been joining us. And their team is going to start joining us. The three of us have kind of joined forces we've totally joined forces with like-minded goals for our team. And we figured that if we run the group calls together and we run the page together, that we have, with the same idea of where we're going in mind, then we're going to have more chatter, more input, more experiences to draw from, right? We're three very small teams starting out, and I think this is a way to break free from Race for Fitness in the areas that we need to become our own identity, but not be so small that there's only 2 or 3 of us on every call, right? And that if we have a question, nobody's answering it. You are all, I'm going to speak for Amanda and Crystal here. You are all welcome to always be a part of any activity going on for Race for Fitness at all times. This is by no means a separation from Race for Fitness. This is just us creating our own identity and kind of moving forward and trying to cater to where our businesses are, which are, we're all starting out. So all of our coaches are starting out, and we just really want to be able to support our teams where they are. And so we thought the best way to do that would be to combine our groups for now and move forward and just have power in numbers. So if you have any concerns about that, please talk to whoever your upline coach is, whether it's me, Crystal, or Amanda. That would be awesome, because we don't want any misunderstandings, and we want to know if anyone has any concerns about that. We're really, really excited about it, you guys. We want to grow this group and our teams. We want to go straight to the top, and we want to take you guys with us. And I think we're going to be able to do that. So that being said, I was on a call today with Shelly Hobbs. I don't know if you guys know who Shelly Hobbs is, but she is one of our elite coaches. I've been following her for a while. She's only been a Beachbuddy coach for 2 years. She's grown really, really quick in those 2 years. And the call today that she talked about was on recruiting. And we're not going to actually talk about recruiting. That'll be a different call. But she gave out 8 guidelines, 8 steps to how she recruits. And we're going to talk about the first couple of them. And the very first one she talked about was following a marketing calendar. And today, when Crystal and Amanda and I discussed it, or last couple of days actually, even before this call, we decided that it was really important that we put our dates out there way ahead of time, right? And that we're repeating the same pattern over and over and over every month, so everyone knows what to expect, right? So I actually did a calendar for our teams. I did it in Google Calendar. I actually put an image of it in the BeachBudds group. But you will also be able to share that calendar with you if you wanted to actually have it as merged with one of your calendars. You can have access to read it, and I have everything on it. I think I can share my screen. I can share my screen so I can actually show you what it looks like right now. So desktop. Oh, haha. Share screen. Okay, what do you guys see? Do you see my desktop? Nod. Do you actually see the full calendar? Okay. So I put everything in here from our challenge groups. As you can see, we have our Crushing Fitness challenge group going on right now. To our team call, which was today. To the Race for Fitness team call is on here as well. And as we go forward, we're actually going to put the topics, we're going to plan out the topics for the next 2 months or 3 months of calls. And we're going to actually put them right on, let's go back. We're going to put them right on the calendar. So you guys can see what topics are coming up, and you guys can let us know, commenting in BeachBudds, let us know what you would like to see for topics coming forward, because we're going to try to plan that out, and I'll put that right on the calendar. I also even put little ideas, like I guess they're more suggestions of when to start advertising for things. Because one of the things that I find is that I put out 3 posts or whatever, and one's about a sneak peek, and one's about new coach training, and one's about our challenge group, and it's all over the place. And so if we're running our month in the order that we have laid it out, you really have time to advertise for each one of those events individually, so people will see it. You know, if you're advertising over a week, you should have 3 posts that week actually advertising for the upcoming sneak peek or the upcoming group. And then people are seeing the same idea over and over again, and they know that it's coming and that there's no surprise, right? So I even kind of put on here, start advertising for sneak peek. And as you can see down here, sneak peek starts on the 23rd. So this calendar is, I'm going to figure out how to not share my screen now. I don't know how to go back. Let me see. How do I go back? Anyone know? Oh, hey, look, there's a stop share button up top. Okay, I'm learning as I go. And so anyway, I copied February into the group. I'm still working on March. I think I'm going to put it in there for anyone's input. And it just shows when the dates are. March is going to be a better layout of how we're going to do it going forward, because we kind of just figured it out in February, and we had already started our challenge groups. So our challenge groups are going to start about on the 3rd Monday, around the 3rd Monday of the month. It does change a little bit when there's 31 days, or because I had to fiddle with the dates a little bit so it doesn't end up right on top of our sneak peek. But I kind of put the dates that I think it would be run really well, so we have a lot of time to advertise at the beginning and get people into our groups. Once our group is started, then we can focus on the sneak peek. We are going to be doing, as of this month, we're going to be doing our own sneak peeks for this group. So we're going to do a 3-day group starting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Very similar to Rhonda's. We're going to use a lot of Rhonda's posts, the ideas, make some of our own videos. But we're going to be running our own group for sneak peek. And they always start on a Tuesday. And on that Tuesday, our Zoom call that we'll have will be sneak peek Zoom. So you have on the calendar, it tells you when to start advertising. You guys want to get it out there to as many people as you want, as you can, not as you want. So for example, on the, I have to look real quick here. On, February 23rd is when, February 23rd is when we're doing that sneak peek. So the very first one that we're doing will be Crystal, Amanda, and I are both going to take about 7 minutes each just to tell our story and why we're Beachbuddy coaches. And then the following month, we're going to ask one of you to jump in with the 2 of us, and we're just going to kind of continue through the pattern to make sure that we're including you guys as well, that your stories are very, very important. And we're going to run our own. We truly believe that if we build it, they will come. And here's the thing. On the 23rd, if we just have the 5 of us sitting there, we're going to do it anyway. We're going to record it, and we're going to practice it, and we're going to put it up on YouTube, right? Because there's no point in practicing for the very first time when you have like 25 people on the call and you're all really nervous, right? So if we have one person show up in our group, excellent, we're doing it for them. If we have nobody, we're still going to run through the process, and we're going to record it, and then we all are going to have access to it as a tool to share with other people if they're wondering about coaching. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions about that specifically before I move on? Or comments? No. Okay, so on the calendar, you'll see sneak peek coming up. You'll also see we're talking about, we haven't figured out the logistics fully about it, but we are talking about running a month-long free group. And it will be based on, Kara's eyes are like, what? It is going to be based on the trial of Beachbody On Demand, that you can get a free trial. You can get a free trial of Beachbody On Demand without signing up for a challenge pack. So if you are not a customer, you've never been a customer, you can sign up for a free 30-day Beachbody On Demand trial. And I think we're going to run a group based on that. And at this point, we're probably, Amanda, I can't remember what we said, guys, but I think at this point, what we're going to do is it's staggered about halfway. It's going to go for the full month. So it's going to go from the first of the month to the last day of the month. That's how it's running. So you will be able to put people into whatever current challenge group that we are running for 30 days, and then you take them out. Because that's where all the chatter will be, right? We don't want to start another group that we won't be able to fill. So we'll get them in there. We'll get as much information, recipes, all the stuff that we're regularly doing. The only thing that I ask you is to keep out some of the, don't put in the container sizes. Don't put in, like in our groups, we've shared that before because it's always been challenge pack people. But now it won't be. There might be your free customers are in there, and what we want to do is we want them to go, okay, these programs are awesome. I want to keep going, or I want to buy Shakeology because everyone's talking about Shakeology, and then we end up with long-term customers who are, they may just stay on Beachbody On Demand, and we actually make a pretty decent commission on the Beachbody On Demand, right? So they will be in and using our programs. And so we're not big enough to run separate groups for that right now. So we're going to put them in our group. And so, yeah, if you have a new customer that you're throwing in a group, but they don't have their stuff, private message, I gotta slow down. Private message them the container sizes and private message them kind of the things that are kind of detailed about the program. Does that make sense? And we're just going to see how it goes. So everybody and their dog is doing free clean eating groups, and we're having a hard time getting people into them. So this was just something that we thought we would try. I had an ad for one pop up in my feed, and I was like, what? How are they doing that? And when I really looked into it, I thought, you know, I haven't seen a lot of them, and this could really, this could do it. And the idea is you get them in, and they want to know what Shakeology is. That is really the basis to get them into our group. So we need to be sharing a lot about the benefits of Shakeology in our group. That'll do two things, right? It'll get the people who are in the group who have bought challenge packs not canceling the Shakeology after 30 days because they'll see the value in it, and that's huge for us. And then the second thing it will do is we can convert these customers who are attached to us with Beachbody now, because there's no way to get the demand without signing up through like you, right, from your webpage. And converting them into long-term customers. So if you have concerns about that, please feel free to bring them up. I think we're going to hit some potholes while we're trying to set this up, but we just think it might be a really good way to get people involved in our group. But it's not going to be kind of like our cleaning groups where we put them in and then it closes and we kind of forget about them, because we'll give them a lot of attention. But you need to put it on the calendar. They have to be out. If they don't continue with their on demand after the 30 days, or they don't purchase Shakeology or Challenge Pack, they gotta go. That make sense? Does that make sense? Do you understand does that make sense, Kara, what we're trying to do? Yeah, Stephanie, it'll make more sense as we go. Yeah, as you see our challenge group and you be involved in our challenge group and you get started on your own journey, sweets, you'll get it. So this is a lot of blah 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 for you right now because you know you're so brand spanking new, which is so exciting. So, and yeah, that's it. So let your upline know if you actually want a shared version of the calendar, and you can have one so that you'll see it if it changes. And we're going to start putting documents together in a document file, things like invites, postings that make things a lot easier for you guys to access. So we want to have our own team. So we want to have our own team. So we want to have the files ready for you. And we're working on that right now as we speak. So does anyone have any questions? Comments? Did I miss anything for what we wanted to talk about tonight, guys? No? No? Yeah, okay, I'll mute.
I think something that's really important for everybody to kind of jump on board with is, starting this challenge group with being on the on-demand and talking about Shakeology. I think it's really important for everybody to kind of build their own video and talk about how Shakeology's changed your life. Even if it's 2 minutes, 3 seconds, no matter what it is, take a video of you making your shake every single day. Not every day, but maybe once or twice. I guess that's a bit much, right? But just take a video of yourself making a shake, making your favorite shake, and take a picture of yourself, just stuff that you can post so that when you are a part of this group, you have the material that you need to put into it. Because the three of us can talk all day and post all day and make all these videos, but you're truly selling yourself. And when you are when you're asking people to buy into your product, they're coming because it's, Carolee or Stephanie or whoever it is, whoever that they're coming for. And they're going to want to see that, right? Because it's the same thing as like when we all get caught up in Rhonda's groups. We all just kind of get, flooded with it and lost in it. And you really forget the person that you were drawn to in the first place. So you lose the sense of really the reason why you got involved in it in the first place. And I think there's a lot of power behind, even if it's not the greatest video, like it's nothing that you need to do 10 times in a row. It's just something that you can kind of speak about and speak your own language to, because at the end of the day, that person wants to have a Beachbody product because of you, not because of anybody else, because of what you have taught them. So I think there's a lot of power in that. And I think everybody would benefit from doing that and draw people in more. It's, even if you're not posting every day in the group or anything like that, there's no problem with that. That's why you've got strong uplines like us. But there's a lot of benefit in that. And people want to see that. And people want to see your confidence too, right? Because we can carry you and we can make it all happen. And that's really great. And everybody's really happy to do that. But again, they came because of you, not because of any of us. So that's it.
I think that's kind of all that we have. Next week, Amanda's going to talk about specifically about posting and content, what we should be posting, how we should be posting. If you are friends with Amanda, you will see, or if you see her posts or you follow her like page, she is excellent. This is where she thrives on posting, and I'm really looking forward to learning a lot from her next week, because I struggle with my posts, right? And so she shows up every day with her posts, and they're excellent. So our next week call is going to be about what we're posting, how we're posting, and when we're posting. Yeah, and that's all I got, unless someone else has something else. I will put this recording up into the BeachBudds group for anybody who needs to or wants to watch it or see it again. So our challenge group is up and running. So post. This one is quite a long one till the next one starts. So if you get any new people within the next 2 to 3 weeks, just throw them right into this group. We're gonna, just keep it going and keep it strong. You don't ever want someone waiting, 3-4 weeks or 2-3 weeks to get into a group, right? So you can always put them in, even if there's only like a couple weeks left or a week left, you can put them in, say, I'm just going to put you in this group because it's running and I know you want to get going. And I'll just move you right over to the new group when we set it up. So we don't want people waiting. You lose momentum when they sign up, they're excited, they're ready to go. And then if they have to wait for, too long, then they lose their momentum. So don't feel that if a group's been running for 3 days or 3 weeks already, that you can't put someone in there. You absolutely can. That's why we don't do specific. Today we do cardio chisel. That's why we don't do that, right? Because life happens and everyone's in a different spot, and they can jump right in and they'll see all the beginning videos and posts when we start the next round. So, all right. Well, I have absolutely neglected my family today, big time. So I'm going to go grab a glass of wine and sit with my boyfriend and be a good girlfriend. So thank you guys for joining us, and I'm really, really excited about where we're going. And I will talk to all of you very soon.